One of the benefits of selling a house in a divorce settlement is that the proceeds can be used to pay off debts. It can seem convenient to supply an accounting of these debts and have the escrow company cut disbursement checks directly to those owed, but this can backfire if it's even allowed. As a certified divorce real estate expert in the Austin area, I see requests for disbursement of proceeds at closing for all sorts of things, such as to pay off delinquent child support, credit card balances, attorney's fees, car loans, even court-appointed psychologist fees or private school tuition. The first issue with handling these kinds of bookkeeping matters at the closing table, verbiage in court orders can be problematic. Here are a few examples I've seen. Petitioner shall reimburse respondent for 50% of the cost of the minor child's summer camp fees. Respondent shall reimburse petitioner for their contribution of the mortgage payment from May 2023. Petitioner received an insurance claim in the amount of $17,000 from a flood on the property. Respondent shall receive reimbursement of their share of restoration repairs made, plus 50% of the balance of the insurance payout after receipts are provided. In each of these scenarios, the order indicates how reimbursements are to be calculated, but the order falls short of providing the exact figures for debits and allocation between the parties. You see, escrow needs instructions that are pure as the driven snow. Very clear. Consider these revisions to the court order language in the scenarios above. Proceeds are to be divided 50-50. Deducted from Joe Smith's 50% portion, Jane Smith shall receive $1,192 for reimbursement of the minor child's summer camp fees, $2,678 for reimbursement of post-flood restoration repairs, $5,821,000 or 50% of the insurance claim. Deducted from Jane Smith's 50% portion, Joe Smith shall receive $43,960 as reimbursement for mortgage payments since May of 2023. Clearer, right? The second issue that comes up is that expenses to be paid at the closing should be limited to those incident to the sale itself. Things like paying contractors who performed work on the property for negotiated repairs or payments of delinquent HOA dues are usually okay. Things like paying off a car or a credit card, they're not okay. Escrow often does not want to take on the responsibility or liability of these third-party payments, and it's often against their policy to do so. The third issue, many escrow companies cannot hold funds past closing. If they do, it's usually for an extraordinary reason. They can only hold the funds for a few days. These companies are heavily regulated with compliance guidelines that prohibit the holding of funds in many cases. In light of these issues, here are some best practices to consider. Number 1, provide black and white figures to the penny for proceeds disbursement. Number 2, keep disbursement limited to the parties or invoices directly related to the property sale itself. And number 3, indicate exactly where proceeds are to be sent upon closing. If you have any questions about any of the issues above, or any questions at all related to the sale of a home in your cases, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help. This is Teresa Bastian, certified divorce real estate expert with Let's Move Austin.